Welcome back, everybody, for part 2 of the hashtag IBB Top 3
Trilogy.
Ooh, for my man Kyle, KJ, IBB, awesomeness, and everything else that comes with it. So definitely go back and check out the first video if you have not, and if you haven't, shame on you. But if you want to just dive right into number 2, let's do it.
Yeah. Number 2 for me is definitely hard work, piggybacked on with determination. What I mean by hard work is, kind of multifaceted. I mean, roll up your sleeves and get things done.
That's what I do.
But,
That's why I do this.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
He's got work today. So,
figuratively and literally.
That's why we were really short sleeves. So,
they're
I don't have to roll them up.
Rolled up permanently.
Step taken out of efficiency. So, I mean, for me, hard work is, I've worked tons of different jobs. I've worked in construction and helped my dad build his house, and now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
It's awesome.
Man. That's really
log
cool.
cabin right in Charlotte, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
He no longer lives there, but
But you can imagine, it's still standing. Yeah, you go.
it's still standing. So we win, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
But for me, hard work really kind of came into play probably at first in college at Ohio State. My undergrad, having to really learn how to study for the first time in my life. I mean, school always kind of came really easy to me. Like, I just kind of moved right through it, especially through undergrad and up through high school. So learning how to study to do better was something that I had to teach myself.
Learning how to learn
the hard way.
Yeah, learn how to learn, man.
Yeah.
And it's not, so you went to the North High School. I went to the South High School, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, we'll be Eastlake School District.
Yeah.
We're a team. Everybody love everybody. But yeah, I felt like I didn't really study. Looking back, like, I paid attention, I guess, like in class, but like I did not study nearly enough in high school that was actually going to be what I needed to do in college. Like, it's just kind of like where you could spend 10 minutes on something in high school, that's the equivalent to you have to spend 10 hours on it in college, basically. So talk more about that, because I feel like that's usually, if someone goes to college or if they get into the career world, having to learn how to step up your study game and really focus on what's important. I feel like a lot of people that can derail their success if they don't learn how to do it right.
Well, one of the other things I learned at Ohio State was people and how to learn from them. So about people. So, you can learn lots of different things in the classroom, but one really important thing is learning about who your teachers are and what their expectations are, and that translates into the job world. So I'm continually trying to learn how to work with my team more effectively. So at work, learning about them is something really important to me, especially, I'm at a new job. So my number one thing is I want to learn about what their expectations are, how they do business versus other places that I've been. So that's really key to me, is learning how to function with other people. And I learned a lot about my college professors, for example, and what their expectations were, and that helped me do way better in classes. And that's something I carried with me onto grad school and, with me, kind of for the rest of my life, hopefully. Unless I become really forgetful of once in a while. But,
crap.
What was that thing I was supposed to do? In grad school, like, that was a big thing for me, was hard work, It sounds impressive going to grad school. Oh, you must be really smart, and I would always tell people that I was smart enough to work hard. So,
say that again. Say it again.
I'm smart enough to work hard.
Smart enough to work hard. And because I feel like a lot of people that work very hard, they don't pat themselves on the back enough to say, hey, me working very hard is actually a very intelligent
Yep.
and strategic and thoughtful move, because if I'm not working hard, then there's no way I can achieve the things that I want to achieve, or be given the opportunities that I'm going to eventually want somewhere down the road. So
Yeah, absolutely.
thank you. Hard work is smart.
Yes.
Who would have thunk? So all right, sorry,
Yeah.
keep going.
So that's, really something that I like to focus on and kind of speak on, because as you mentioned, people don't always associate those two things, and
Yeah.
they very much go together hand in hand.
Yeah.
Intelligence and working hard.
Mhm.
There are folks that are, can be smart enough where they have to work less hard, but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you can't apply yourself and challenge yourself and try hard at other things. As I mentioned in my last IBB
Top three
Top
trilogy,
three trilogy.
part 1.
that taking all of these variety of classes is really important. So some are stronger suits than others.
Yeah.
So applying yourself in other ways to things that you maybe aren't as good at is still hard work, and
Yeah.
that's also intelligent.
Yeah, and one of the phrases that comes to mind that everybody all the time is talking about is work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
And you've helped me see the light, and I had my little light bulb moment. Working harder is working smarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Working harder is working smart. Because, sorry, bro, if you don't work hard, nothing good will ever happen. Doesn't matter how smart. And I'm sure you've seen it too, whether it be high school, college, grad school, in the career world, businesses that you've worked with. Some of the smartest human beings I've ever met failed at what I do. And I've watched them come and go because they just thought themselves, they smarted themselves to death. Like they were so focused on what they knew that they did nothing. Like they had no sense of urgency to take their smarty pants, put them on, and go do something.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So like, can you kind of speak to that too? Of like, do you feel that sometimes your intelligence can be a trap?
Well, you mentioned, I'll start with this. You mentioned work smarter, not harder. Typically that is associated with like a tool, right? So there's a tool out there for that.
There's
why are you
there's
doing
an app
it
for that.
Why are
Yeah.
you doing it the hard way? Well, I mean like a physical tool, like in construction. So there's a certain type of hammer that makes that easier, what have you. I'm not suggesting to forego those things,
Right.
But it doesn't mean that once you have this new shiny tool, it doesn't mean that you stop there.
Right.
You
still have to use it.
You just use it and you use it better, and you still continue to work hard.
Yeah.
But maybe you can apply yourself to other things now that you have this block of time that is freed up. Potentially.
I like it. Potentially, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
potentially,
it.
not always.
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Thank you. You changed, dude. Did you hear what he said just now? You changed my life, man. Oh man, sorry.
See if you apply it.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, as soon as this is over, I'm like, wait, what happened? So
Go.
go, don't stop. But very cool, man. Well, anything to add to the work harder piece?
No,
I think
That's
that's
it.
very, as one of my number one inspirations, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's like, it's the non-debatable. You can't debate hard work. You can debate anything else, but if you're not putting in the work, then you can't expect the results. Period.
Oh, it's a feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You're
you're exhausted, but more excited than
get a lot of stuff done. It's really worthwhile work when you have some kind of product that you poured a lot of your time, which is the most valuable resource that we have.
Yes.
into, and you have a product, a result of that
Yes.
is really meaningful on
Yeah.
a personal level.
I love it. Boom, baby. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for part 2 of the IBB Top 3 trilogy. Be sure to come back tomorrow and check out part 3. And until next time, this is my movie voice. Sorry. Until next time,
Stay burn proof.
boom.